Is it a kind of a weird game with all the penalties and stoppages, different strengths and everything?
Yeah, we haven't had many like that. Most of our games are pretty low in the penalty department. Something we don't get a ton of power plays. I don't think we take a ton of penalties either. So it was definitely a little weird. Not much flow to it there for a while, even down to the end with the 4 minute and then the penalty on them. So good to come out with it. Obviously, the last minute goal on our end feels a lot better than the other side. So it was a good feeling in here after that.
A good feeling that special teams comes through and wins a game, and I know there have been opportunities here recently, and they haven't been there for you. Nice to see that it gets it done on that side.
Yeah, I mean, even within the game tonight, we were frustrated with our special teams again, not getting it done on either side of it, and then we knew we had a chance to step up there in the third, and mainly started with the penalty kill, like just get the kill, be aggressive, try and get some momentum off it, and don't let them kind of take over the game right there. So that was huge, and I think we did get momentum, and power play came up big at the right time.
What are you seeing on the assist to Berggren?
Just throw it over there, to be honest with you. I was just thought I had a little space to kind of get into the zone, and I knew he was going that way, and then the D jumped me, and I just was trying to get it over there. I wasn't planning for a one-timer or anything like that. Just I knew he was there, and if I could get it past their D, he would have some space and time, and a great shot by him.
Is this Nuggerud shot just something that fans need to get used to, and just a glimpse of what he's going to be able to show here now and in the future?
Right? Yeah, hopefully. I know he likes to be over there, and I know he likes to take one-timers, so I guess we got to feed him the puck a little bit more through the seam.
The maturity that he's shown, it hasn't gone in for him, but he said yesterday that just got to keep shooting it.
Yeah, it's tough. He's a young guy, and he's learning the ebbs and flows of the National Hockey League. That's the hardest part, is the consistency as a player and as a team, as we've seen a bit this year. So it's a tough thing to learn and kind of get a grasp on at a young age, and especially in his first full year. So for him to keep that attitude, I know he's putting in the work, and he definitely hasn't been down or shown that attitude at all. So he's been great with that, and good to see him get rewarded, like you said.
This is a good thing to be a game-time decision. Turns out all three of you guys go out there and score.
Yeah, I guess so. Crazy game, but obviously happy for the win, and kind of like you said, kind of crazy that all three of us scored tonight.
When did you know you were going to play?
I knew yesterday, and then we kind of talked again this morning. See how I feel after the optional skate. So the final decision was kind of after the optional skate.
I haven't talked to you since it happened. I mean, it had to be a scary moment at the time. When did you realize it was not as bad as it obviously looked when the play happened, I guess?
Yeah, no, obviously probably the scariest moment of my career. You put your hand down and you see a bunch of blood and you know what's going on. Luckily, I had great help by Pareko and Walks and Ray and the Edmonton medical staff. So we kind of knew that it wasn't too bad when we got into the medical room, and kind of they looked into the wound and saw that no Achilles and no tendon was torn. So I got lucky, but still very, very scary moment.
Pareko's reaction make it a little scarier?
Oh yeah, he didn't calm me down at all. So I probably could have needed him to be a little bit calmer. But no, he I think he could have carried me off the ice if he wanted to.
As far as the game tonight, just crazy moments, I guess, back and forth, and then a lot of special teams. Tough to get into a rhythm of a game like that when there's so many penalties, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. It's like I said, it's crazy. It's felt like we were on either on the power play or penalty kill like the whole game, and like especially for guys that doesn't play either power play or penalty kill, it's hard. You're sitting there and you can sit there for a 10-minute stretch, and it's super hard for those guys. I think they did a great job coming back and really playing well in 5-on-5. I think I was thinking on the bench there in this end of the second period. I'm like, I don't feel like I've had a lot of shifts with my line mates 5-on-5. So definitely a crazy game, but happy we pulled out a win.
For you guys to come away with that, what did it mean? How does it feel for you guys?
Feels great. I think I don't think our power play maybe was the best tonight, but they showed up in the end when it mattered the most, and they got us the win. So that's all that matters. And I think same with our PK. We weren't the best tonight, but when that 4-minute penalty hit, and we were at the best. So we stepped up both sides when we needed to, and that's a good sign.
Jim, was the 4-minute kill there in the third period sort of a momentum swing, and then obviously the power play comes through at the end?
I think it was. We had already given up 2 power play goals, so the effort by our penalty killers was awesome. The response by our fans was awesome, and it gave us life. And then, obviously, the power play came through at the end there after a lot of good puck movement. We finally got one shot to go through, and it was a big one by Snuggie.
Was it automatic that Jimmy's going to go stay in the play? Joey Vitale said on the broadcast that you said get out there to set Snuggie up for that goal there.
Yeah, he was going on the ice. Yeah.
I mean, that's just obviously a shot that you got to have there late going. And, you guys have been on him to shoot it a lot. What's it like to watch that as a coach?
Well, it's awesome for him to get rewarded because he's been shooting the puck a lot. And right before that, Gordon Kyrou hit their defenseman in the shin pad, very similar one-timer. It's good to see guys looking to shoot, looking to pound pucks.
It seems like you're behind the bench trying to manage all the minutes with all the stoppages and special teams and all that.
Yeah, that was one of the more hectic games behind the bench. I mean, you don't often have 3-on-3, and then it goes 4-on-3, and then they're 4-on-3, and then both teams had 5-on-3s. So it was a lot going on. There was more 4-on-4s than you're used to seeing, too. I think we had 3 separate 4-on-4s. So a lot of keeps you on your toes behind the bench. And it does get hard to get some guys ice time, though, in that situation. And that's, some guys will end up sitting there for long periods of time. And I give the guys credit because they stayed in it. Because when their numbers were called, they went out and did the job.
You had mentioned that that's a team that once they get you hemmed in, it's tough to get out. They get that first goal. What do you feel like swung it back around your way in that first period?
Well, I thought that our wall play in the first period was really good. When you play against Florida, they're going to hem you in. If you win those wall battles and you're off the wall, you can have odd man rushes. And we had a couple odd man rushes that led to goals, and we almost had another one at the end of the period. We had a 2-on-1 that was another play that, if you can make them against them, it's not easy because they're the best in the league at doing it. You get odd man rushes, and then you got to take advantage of those.
I guess if there was ever a case for if you're a game time decision, you should get out there. The 3 guys scored today, so that was kind of
Yeah. It's always good to get Jake Neighbors, Jordan Kyrou, and Sonny back. Sonny found his Guy Lafleur, dipsy doodle right through the middle and twisted wrister right in the corner, right? How many times have you seen that from him?
When did you know that the other 2 were? Sonny told us he knew yesterday he was going to play. What about the other 2?
Well, first of all, Sonny should have told me that. That would have been nice. I'm glad he's telling you guys that. The other 2, it was going to be how they felt this morning, and because it was very positive about how they responded day after the game. We were very happy with how they were both feeling. And I put it at 50-50 for both of them. And it was great. As soon as they took the morning skate, and I had already met with you guys, they came in, they're like, we're players.
What goes through your mind when you see Hofer and Kachuk behind the net there?
Well, that's Florida has done a really good job for 3 years now. Now it's 4. I don't want to use the word bully, but they exert themselves and they come after you. And I'm not saying that's what happened there, but what I'm saying is they have a level of intimidation to the way they play. They ran Hofer before that, the cross-check in the corner to Neighbors when we're on the power play right before we scored. They do a lot of plays, and they do it really well. Like, they do it, and what I've seen is they don't end up in the penalty box. Other teams do, because they do it really intelligently, and it's something that, I think a lot of teams can if you have the right personalities, you can copy that because it leads to the other team getting off their game and it leads to momentum and game management on your side. But you got to have the characters, the guys that want to get greasy and get dirty and take a punch in the face to be able to get those kind of swings of momentum.
Forcing play on Neighbors in the corner there.
Yeah.
Mike, how important was it for the D to be active in terms of just the offensive end of the ice, and how much of that was, the style of Florida plays, how much of that is just something you guys need your D to be?
Yeah, it's something we always want our D to do is we want them to skate. I think Broberg's been doing a great job of it all year, and Faulk has too, in the way he does it. But it was nice to see 55, 23, 17 going. Even 75 was jumping in the rush tonight. And we think with their legs and their skill level, it's something that hasn't happened enough this year, but it's something that we think is a strength of our D-core.